Hi, I'm Diana Belchase, and I'm here with Diane Kelly, the other Diane, who's the author of the Death and Taxes series. Diane has real life experience because how did you come about coming up with a Death and Taxes series? I'll let you tell them.
Well, I inadvertently worked for criminals several times, and that kind of led to this fascination with white-collar crime. When I was first got out of law school, I worked as an assistant attorney general for the state of Texas, and because I had an accounting degree, they assigned me to represent the State Board of Accountancy. And I thought, there's not going to be much work to do because accountants are straight-laced. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't do a lot of naughty things. This is back before Enron and Tyco, back when accountants were still respected. Everybody thought they were nerds. And it was a real eye-opener. I mean, there were so many accountants doing all kinds of shady things. And then come to find out the attorney general I was working for was illegally diverting funds from the tobacco company lawsuits to his friends' law firms, even though they hadn't really done work on the cases. So he ended up getting criminally indicted. And then from there, my husband and I moved to San Diego, and I went to work for one of the big accounting firms. Used to be the Big Eight back when I graduated from college. Now it's, I think, the Big Four or something like that. They've all merged. But I worked with this guy on occasion, and he was just a squeaky clean guy, very nice guy. I had a lot of respect for him. His shirts were always perfectly white and starched and all that. Well, a few years later, he got arrested in the biggest tax shelter fraud case in U.S. history. So I just kept, inadvertently working for criminals, unknowingly, but it just led to this fascination because these were people, I had met, I knew, and I respected, and I thought, well, what makes them do this? Why are they throwing away everything that they've worked so hard for? Are they just doing it for money? Why are they doing this? So, and of course, having the tax background, kind of fed into that too. But I actually got the idea for this series when I was in a tax seminar, and it was a really boring seminar, and it was a 3-day thing, really very dull. And on the third day, a criminal defense attorney got up on the podium and started talking about how difficult it was to defend tax evaders because of these IRS agents called special agents that were their criminal investigators. And I'd never even heard of these people, and I'd been in the tax business about 15 years, at that point. So I thought, well, that's interesting, and I don't think that's been done. So that was kind of how that all sort of came together, just sort of organically. But drawing on my background, they say, write what you know, and unfortunately I know white-collar crime up close and personal.
Well, they're fabulous books. They're so well written, and they're just riveting when you read them. Thanks. Tell me, so how many books are out, and what's coming up?
The first 3 in the series are out. The first one was Death, Taxes, and a French Manicure, which won the Gold Heart in 2009. I'm so proud of that, I have to say that. Then the second one is Death, Taxes, and a Skinny No Whip Latte. The third one just came out at the end of June. That's Death, Taxes, and Extra Hold Hairspray. And then we're going to do an electronic-only novella this fall. It's going to come out the end of October, and that's Death, Taxes, and a Sequin Clutch. And then I've been contracted for 3 more books. The first one of the second 3, so it'll be book number 4 in the series, will be Death, Taxes, and Peach Sangria, and that'll come out the end of January. And then we've got Death, Taxes, and Hot Pink Leg Warmers, and one still to be titled, although I'm thinking a sushi roll, Death, Taxes, and a sushi roll. I'm kind of working on that idea. And those will all come out in 2013.
Wow, you're going from Golden Heart to now. It must be so thrilling to see these books in print.
It is, because it was a long time coming. I worked very, very hard, and the concept, people loved the concept, but editors weren't sure about it, to be honest. And agents, they said, you're a great writer, you're hilarious, you're funny, we're just not sure whether people will want to read about an IRS agent, and they were wrong.
Well, I'm so glad, because I enjoy them so much. But anyway, this is Diana Belchase, and I'm here with Diane Kelly and her Death and Taxes series. Go out and buy it, and keep reading. Thank you.
Thanks.
So let me just see if we're in frame. we're